one question we get asked by a lot of our prospective learners is, how does the virtual classroom work? It's a great opportunity to participate remotely in the HBA Learning Centre's classes from your own home or from your workplace. Some of the features of using the virtual classroom: it's all conducted via Microsoft Teams, and that's either by downloading the app to your computer or by participating through your browser window. They're live classes with our trainer. It's not recorded. You're actually participating, sometimes with other people that are participating remotely, and we also have some people in our classroom generally, but it allows you to participate from any place basically, and you can see and interact with the trainer and the learners throughout the sessions. And you get to see, as you can see on my screen here, it's a screen share. So while the trainers are working through the workbooks and working through the activities, they're sharing PowerPoints with you, and they're sharing copies of the workbook and completing some of the tasks along the way with you as you go. The requirements to use the virtual classroom: you need a computer with stable internet access. It's really good if you can set yourself up in a quiet room where you're not being disturbed by your kids or the pets or the neighbours or someone mowing the lawn. You need the MS Teams app. Now, there is a free download for that. If you do have a Microsoft Office 365 subscription, you can generally download that as part of the subscription. But if you don't have Microsoft Teams, you can always participate through an internet browser. It just opens up with a slightly different interface. You've got to have reasonable IT skills. You're supporting yourself, you're troubleshooting any problems that happen along the way. So you do have to be able to, operate your personal computer to a reasonable degree. You don't have to be a computer science graduate though. Dual monitor: if you can set yourself up in a room with your computer screen and with a second monitor, it is really helpful, because you can have the screen open with the cameras on one side and your workbook open on the separate screen. It helps you a lot. Now, if you haven't got a dual monitor set up, you can also, with most computers and a modern TV and a HDMI cable in most circumstances, set up your computer and connect it to a TV and use that as your second monitor in a lot of circumstances. So that is an option. Now, the week before the course commences, when you've elected to participate remotely, you'll get an email from your trainer, generally the Wednesday beforehand, and it will have a link to the Microsoft Teams meeting. And it truly is as simple as clicking on that link. If you've got Microsoft Teams installed, it'll automatically open up in the Teams app. Otherwise, it'll redirect you to a browser window to connect. And once you're in the meeting, you'll have an operational interface. You'll be able to see the trainer, the other learners, and then you've got these options at the top: chat, people, who's in the room. You can raise your hand to get the attention of a trainer. It sort of highlights your picture in a yellow outline and puts your hand up. You can react. You can put emoticons into the chat. You can change the view around of the people in the classroom to make it suit you better. And you've also got options on the right-hand side to turn your camera on and off, to turn your microphone on and off, to share your own screen with the trainer. Sometimes when you might be having a few issues with an activity, the trainer might ask you to share your screen with them so they can see where you're up to. And then over on the right-hand side, you've got the option to close down the window. When you hit the chat icon, what pops up on the right-hand side of your screen is this window, and you type your message down the bottom and hit send, the arrow, and it appears on the group chat. So you can chat with other team members, you can chat with the trainer. Depending on the level of access you have, you can sometimes also drop files in there or screen grabs, and it's a really good way to have a chat with some of your other team members while the class is going on. Now, the interface that I'm showing you here is from the app, the MS app. It does look slightly different with a browser, but you've got 99% of the same functionality when you participate through a browser. So, folks, that's the virtual classroom in a nutshell. If you do have any more questions about using the virtual classrooms or what classes are available, please get in touch with us on 1300 721 503. Thank you very much.